Hello, I'm Jess.
And I'm Laura.
Welcome to Big Small Feelings, the podcast where we look back at the unscripted chaos of our 20s through our very own journals.
Is it normal to feel like this in your 20s? Well, we're still not sure, but this is what we've learned along the way. All names, apart from our own, have been changed. Hello, Jess.
Hello, Laura.
Sorry, I feel like that wasn't a very cheery hello.
Hello, Laura.
No, sorry. Yours is fine, mine. Hello, Jess.
It doesn't sound like you.
Hi there. Hiya, how are you?
Hey. How's your week been?
Yes, good, thanks.
You sound unsure.
No, it's been good. It's been great. I am gearing up to go back to Vancouver soon, which is good, but always comes with complicated feelings.
Yeah, I get that.
How's your week been?
Pretty good.
Right. Nice and vague.
I'm keeping it vague. No, all good.
Wonderful.
I don't have anything else to report. Let me read my journal.
I want to tell the listeners why we're being so vague, and it's because I think we need to, otherwise people are going to think we're really boring. We need to.
We've recorded in a block?
Yeah, we've recorded a few episodes in a block.
It's quite hard to do one.
It's quite hard to then talk about our
I've
weeks.
just been sat opposite you for the last couple of hours.
It's been 2 hours. It's been lovely.
It's only 2 hours. It has been lovely.
Time has flown by. But we will be better at talking about our weeks when we've actually had one.
Yep. Yes. I still don't know how much information. I know I said earlier I was an open book, but how much do I really want to share about how my last week has been?
Well, you don't have to.
Well, exactly. Maybe
no
that's
pressure.
what I'll do every time. Good. How's your week been? Good.
Good. Yeah, that's it. Done. Yeah. Well, Jess, how did you find last week? / 15 minutes ago.
Well, I was stressed about a couple of... Oh, no. What was I doing? Oh, I was doing my dis. So, a week on from last week's entry, I handed in my dis.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But I don't get to it for a bit.
Oh, so that's a spoiler.
Yeah. Do you want me to give you another spoiler? This isn't a spoiler. I went on a trip back to Rio, where I lived on my year abroad. So I did it as a post-dis celebration.
For those who didn't listen to episode 2, dis means dissertation.
Yeah.
You're not dissing someone.
I don't know why you hate it so much. I really don't. But yeah, I went back because I had finished I don't know why I did it. I think I'd finished my exams and then I had some time off. So obviously, why wouldn't you book a flight to Brazil for Carnival?
God.
Summer. But anyway, I'm not going to...
for Carnival, so that would have been February.
Changes every year. This is still Thursday, 14th of January.
Oh, fuck.
Was it Carnival? Maybe I got to the end of... I can't remember. I think I did. No, I definitely did go back for Carnival. Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
But I don't know how much I talk about it in here. But yeah, I'm not going to go massively into detail about what I did in Brazil, because a lot of it is just like names and people I used to know when I was there and all of that kind of stuff. But it was very fun. And as you will soon find out, I was incredibly excited to go back to Rio. Because obviously, as we learned earlier on, that was my year of happiness.
We did learn it was your year of happiness.
Rio was
and I think that can
place.
absolutely be attached to a place too. Happiness.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So you're still 22?
22, 23? What did we decide?
You're 22. You're about to turn 23.
I'm about to turn 23. Very good. In a few weeks after this entry. Mm-hmm. About 3 weeks after.
What's the gap
22.
Between the entries?
This was a 7-day gap. So last entry was 7th of Jan. This is Thursday. I actually wrote Tuesday, 14th of Jan, and then I've crossed it out and written Thursday. So, yep. Thursday, 14th of January. And we said the year last time. I've forgotten what that... 2016. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. I'm at the airport waiting for my flight to Rio.
I know that we're not meant to interrupt, but there's nothing more romantic than writing your journal at the airport on a plane.
I love it. I also very often get a glass of champagne when I do it and think I'm in like a movie or what am I writing in my journal? You know, it's literally these pathetic thoughts. But anyway, okay. So waiting for my flight to Rio, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Little post-exam, lie, post-dis treat. 10 days in my lovely Brazil. I'm just going through a lot here of like people I'm going to see again, not relevant. Really excited to be in Rio, in absolute holiday mode. Not that my time there was very stressful.
I love hearing that this is when I think you're really, this is the tone that I pictured all your journal entries would be.
Yeah.
Just
a bit bubbly.
Really bubbly, effervescent. Just full of life. Full of life, ready to give it a good go.
Yeah. I really do just remember, I loved Rio so much.
But it's also so cool to be going to, like, across the world, age 22.
It did feel also quite cool, like...
Grown up.
Just going back to the city I used to live in.
Yeah.
I was there for max 6 months. So I really can't claim to have known it that well.
You did. Lovely
but it
Rio,
felt really
as you've said.
Just hopping on a plane.
It's lovely
back
Brazil.
To my,
lovely Brazil.
What did I say?
Lovely Brazil.
Is it lovely Brazil? Yeah, in my very possessive.
Yes,
my
tis
lovely
yours.
Brazil.
'Tis yours.
Yeah. Okay. You ready for me to carry on?
Please do.
So last week, handed in the dis on the 11th, praying for a 2-1. Please.
How many E's?
5.
Cool.
But I put them at the end, not in the middle. So
Oh,
it's
so
actually, please see. But sentiment's still there. Please. That was desperate. Had celebratory drinks, which was fun. Then went to see Matt afterwards. I freaked out a bit and he was stressed about family stuff and I was drunk. So naturally, that made me freak out more. But then felt better in the morning.
What do you think you were freaking out about? You've just handed in your dis.
No, I think I was freaking out because I was going to see Matt.
No, but I'm saying you should be happy you just handed in your dis.
Yeah,
You've been talking about it for long enough.
Classic. Just find something to stress out about, you know?
Do you think you were fighting? Or, like, what do you think? How do you think the stress manifested?
I don't know. I truly don't know. Do you want me to keep on reading? We might find out.
All right, go on then.
All right. Decided I've got to just ignore Johnny feelings right now. Who knows? Might happen one day, but it's silly to call things off with Matt for something that might never happen. If it's meant to be, it will happen. Point is, as well, Johnny will never step up until he grows up. So just forget about him for now. Emma laughed at me and said Matt was a convenience boy. True to an extent, but not really, because he makes me laugh and I like hanging out with him. Shall I pause there?
Pause there. I like how you still have to keep checking your post-it to make sure you're using the right pseudonyms.
Yeah, I cannot.
Johnny, I don't know if we've met Johnny. Did you talk about Johnny before?
I feel...
Just that he was sort of on the scene.
Yes, because I had to... Yes.
He was sort of on
I had
the
to
scene.
say... He asked me out for dinner the other day, and I
he's-
said no, which slightly killed me.
Well, because
he's
not...
back,
He
baby.
needs to grow up.
He needs to just grow up, and it doesn't sound like he ever will. Step up, sorry. He'll never step up until he grows up.
Jess.
Ugh.
I like that you know what you need, you know what you want. I like that. Because I don't think at 22 that's necessarily your automatic reaction is to back yourself.
Maybe Johnny had the right idea. Maybe Johnny not stepping up or growing up. Why should he have done at that age?
Oh no, don't defend him. I'm saying good for you.
Sorry. I misunderstood.
I'm saying... No, I'm saying good for you for knowing what you want.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that-
maybe that's me starting. Maybe this is the start of some boundaries.
It sounds like it. It does sound like it. Do you remember why he needed to grow up? Or step up?
I feel like maybe he just... It's a bit of kind of... Not like stringing you along, but not really... Not committing.
Non-committal.
Very
Quite-
non-committal, which is quite
classic
classic.
when you're 22.
Which, yeah. But I don't really know what commitment I wanted. I just think maybe it's the whole, like, not texting back straight away, asking you out, but then, you don't actually ever organise anything. When you get to when you both have said, like, oh, yeah, let's go for a drink. And then you get to that potential date and neither of you message. So it just, and then someone a few days later will be like, oh, my God, can't believe, Monday passed and I forgot that we were meant to be having a drink. But you both full well know that you were never going to go on that date or drink.
Yeah. Well, just a couple of non-committal 22-year-olds living their best lives.
Stepping up and growing up.
Yeah, step up and grow up.
Yeah.
But also, what you were saying about Matt, sorry.
Convenience boy.
Convenience boy.
That feels a bit mean. But I have tried to defend it. I think maybe that that is the type of person that you know that you're not going to be with forever.
But they're a little bit of filler.
A filler. So, you know, maybe you can sleep with them, go on dates with them. Although I really don't remember actually dating at uni. I do actually remember we went out for one meal and I felt quite uncomfortable because most of the time what you do is like go round to their house and have drinks or whatever.
Did you have?
I think it was Thai food.
Oh, bold. Bold for a date. Better than burgers,
yeah.
at least.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone for burgers for a first date. But, so yeah, a convenience boy. But what I will say is from every fling, dalliance, convenience relationship, you can learn a lot.
You do learn a lot.
You do learn a lot. So there's nothing wrong with convenience boys. Just make sure that maybe they don't go on for too long because you don't want to
end up with convenience man.
Yeah. You don't want to get 5 years down the line and think, oh God, he's just a convenience boyfriend, isn't he?
I think maybe I can't relate to convenience boyfriends / girlfriends because I'm not someone who...
You've got higher standards.
No, Jess, that's not it. If I don't like someone, I can't date them because I don't like them.
Well, I think that's what I think I was trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. And I was trying to make it work.
Yeah. But I don't think I ever did that.
Maybe not as much of a people pleaser as I am.
Maybe perhaps I just didn't.
Knew yourself a bit
I didn't put any sanctity on relationship really for a very long time, and I was pretty non-sanctuous in my former relationships as well. So it's even in and out of relationships, I didn't really put much weight on them. Does that make sense? Although if you were a convenience boyfriend of mine, I'd love to hear about it. Email the show.
Hands up if you're a convenience boyfriend.
Actually, I guess poor Carl maybe would have... Poor Chris.
Yep.
Could have been a convenience boyfriend.
He was very in love with you. Was that... Yeah, that wasn't when you were already in Vancouver, was it?
No, just I was 20.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check that.
We'll get to poor Chris, because that's a wonderful story. But we'll get there. It is somewhere in my channels. Sorry to go on a little tangent there. Would you like to carry on?
That's based... Oh, we're almost at the end, so... She said he was a convenience boy, true to an extent, but not really, because he makes me laugh and I like hanging out with him.
See, I'm telling you, Matt's the one.
Yeah. He's also very chilled about it all, so that's good. I think we can stop there.
So that's good, is the end of the entry.
Oh, there's a bit more, but it's more about housemates at uni, so...
But I'd like to know how it ends, the last sentence.
That is literally it. That is the last sentence on Matt. I then go on to other
that's
things.
Good. And so you've left it saying, if it's meant to be, it will happen. And is that for Matt?
That is... No, that's for Johnny. Yes, that is for Johnny.
So it's interesting that you can hold...
I've had to ignore those feelings. Who knows? It might happen one day. But it's silly to call things off with Matt for something that might never happen. If it's meant to be, it will happen. And that's with Johnny.
So Matt obviously was the convenience boyfriend then, if you were still holding a flame and a torch.
I did that a lot. I held a lot of flames.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but a few flames.
There were a few out there.
Yep.
Multiple hands.
Yep.
Holding multiple flames.
Yep.
I don't know how you did that at that age.
Well, incredibly stressful. That's why I've had to journal about it and we're unpicking it now. I hated it.
Yeah. You didn't enjoy having two boys on the go?
It wasn't really two boys because obviously Johnny was really not that interested and, well, Matt was so chilled about it all that...
Do you think if Matt hadn't been chilled about it all, you would have had more of a relationship?
No, and I don't really know what that means. Chilled about it all as in, like, you know, oh, non-committal's fine, or, you know, what does that mean? And I...
Won't know. Again, Matt, if you're out there, please come on the show. We'd love to ask you what makes such a chill guy.
Yep. If that is your real name.
Wonderful. Wonderful entry. I really like that it was happy-ish at the beginning.
Happy and confused.
Yeah.
maybe, or happy and a bit, not confused.
But what
happy
is your 20s if not being happy and confused?
Yeah, there's definitely some positivity in there, so that is really good. I just think there's a lot of relationship angst there.
Yeah. But again, 22, rife.
Who cares? Not to invalidate. Sorry, rife.
Well, this is the point of the podcast, Jess. If no one cares, then...
Yeah. Sorry, what's
Who cares?
What's rife?
Your 20s are rife with relationship angst.
Is that your takeaway from this?
My takeaway is, if it's meant to be, it will be.
Yep.
Another piece of astute advice.
It's actually, if it's meant to be, it will happen.
Right.
It's a bit more sure.
Yeah.
Than...
I think that was a big takeaway. What about you? What's your takeaway?
I do kind of... I do rate myself for trying to give it a go with someone.
I do.
And trying to set up what sounds like some kind of a boundary with Johnny, but I don't know what that boundary was.
With step up and grow up.
Yeah, step up. Yeah.
And actually, I think that's my takeaway, I think. That's my takeaway this week. Step up and grow up.
Yeah. If you're not going to step up and grow up, I'm not interested.
Yeah, then you can step out.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Step up and out.
That's right. Great entry, Jess. All right, then. I've got mine here.
Excellent.
You're not going to believe this,
but
you know how for the last few entries I've really been talking about how this is my last time writing in this particular journal and how I keep saying goodbye.
Is this actually the end?
This actually is the last entry of this journal.
Been stringing us along for so long.
For so long. And also...
It's a bit The Boy Who Cried Wolf, actually.
It really is. But also I'm doing it to myself because I don't know that I'm going to be reading this on a podcast 10 years later.
No, none of us
So
did.
the fact that I keep saying goodbye, I'm saying goodbye to me, but I'm not going in, you know? It just feels very dramatic. Okay, context. So this is... So I've just obviously had my stress with my living situation.
Yeah.
At university, trying to find people to live with. Trying to find friends at uni was challenging. I couldn't really find people that I fully connected with. And this is from the 22nd of Jan. 2012.
Oh, similar, interesting. Similar kind of time frame that we're just a few years apart.
2 years apart. 22nd of Jan, 2012. So I guess I'm just about to go back to uni.
Yeah.
We've just had Christmas halls.
Just Christmas halls.
So it's a new year and a fresh start, hopefully. This officially is my last entry because I'm starting my new diary tomorrow. As that's when my course starts and I want to get in a good habit. I'm feeling much more positive this year. Good. I'm getting up earlier. I'm going to the gym. In saying that, I'm worried I'm just distracting myself. Am I really happy? She nearly gets there. She really nearly gets there with positive thinking, and then just you can see that little negative thought coming in straight away.
Yeah. But that's almost like you can't let yourself be happy. That's almost like you had to go back and find...
Am I really? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, bummer. Sometimes I feel myself getting down and I'll just distract myself. I don't want to get into a rut again. I want to be positive. I feel like a cuckoo. In brackets. Weird comparison, but let me elaborate. I don't belong anywhere. Why does that have anything to do with a cuckoo? It doesn't explain it.
Oh, let's
Sorry,
see.
cuckoo. But cuckoo.
Don't they steal other birds' nests?
Oh, Jess. Oh, yes. Very astute metaphor then. I feel like I don't belong anywhere. I have friends, but I don't have a group, which maybe is what makes me feel unsettled. Same themes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which feels like a cuckoo.
Yeah, well, no, new theme because you feel like a cuckoo.
Brand new.
Going back to the not belonging again.
Yeah.
And I think that we will both see quite a lot of repetition in our thoughts over the course of the reading of the journals.
Yeah.
Because it's not like those, you can't change those thoughts overnight. And also, like you said, you're in a rut.
I'm in a rut. Well, I'm getting out of the rut. I'm almost out of the rut.
Your rut.
I'm worried about going back into the rut, and I think that's interesting too, because that is so common, I think, with any mental health issues, is that even when you're good, you're worried about when you're not going to be good. And I have that with myself now. It's like, I'll have happy days, but I'm worried that that's fleeting, and that's clear that I'm obviously having those feelings there, which is like, okay, I'm good today, but what if this doesn't last? Or how long is this going to last? It's like the acknowledging of this as being like a transient state rather than your actual state, which is a shame, but I'm glad that I started the year on a positive-ish note.
You did try.
Tried.
I also do think the importance of exercise there. I felt like, again, you were kind of getting your routine back.
Yeah.
You set an alarm, I think you said.
I'm getting up early.
Oh, sorry,
I wonder how early that is.
Well, surely not 3 p.m. again.
3 p.m. How early that actually is. Right, let's carry on. Sonia came to Lewis Court yesterday and met all my housemates for next year. And today at lunch she called them my girls. It's weird because they aren't. I feel like the outsider when I'm with them. The third wheel. Also, one final point before I start my farewells. Farewells to who?
To yourself.
Yeah. I don't have any guy friends here.
Oh.
And I really need some. I miss all the lads from home, and I think if I had a solid group of lads to hang out with, I would feel more secure.
You just don't belong.
Just don't have any. Well, I think the belonging, because it took me until third year really to find my like full crew,
Find
and
your
then I had
people.
like
Find
my people, and then I had a great time. But I think the idea of not belonging, yes, it's definitely a very loud and heavy feeling. Right, at uni in first year, because it's all about like belonging. But I think all of your sort of early 20s are finding where you belong. That's the whole point of them. As I saw on the wall of a cafe in Bali, you have to lose yourself to find yourself. Do you want to dignify that with a response, or?
Nope. Do you think that's the same as people talking about when they hit rock bottom? It's just a slightly different way of phrasing it.
Yes. No, well...
You've got to have the downs to have the ups or something. Do you know what? I'm laughing at that quote. I quite like it.
But there's an element of truth to it. Like, you kind of have to unravel to put yourself back together again. But I think it's not as bad as that. I think rock bottom implies that, like, you are going through a really hard time. But losing yourself to find yourself isn't necessarily negative. That losing yourself can be abroad, you know, in with people that you don't necessarily relate to. Like, I think you can lose yourself in a way that isn't like totally destructive.
Yep. Lose yourself and then piece yourself back together again.
No, I think that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, right.
Lose yourself. Yeah, I don't think it's as destructive as that. To the idea of losing yourself, I think you could lose yourself
momentarily.
Momentarily, maybe. I don't know. I've lost myself in this metaphor, actually. Back to belonging. I think it can feel so scary at the time, but looking back at my 20s, it is all a journey of belonging and then re-belonging and then figuring out constantly.
And I also think of feeling lost, but I also think very interesting, you finally, or someone else, kind of shows you that you belong, because whoever it was that visited said, these are your girls.
That's very astute, Jess.
You didn't want that.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
Yes, that is very astute.
So you were just starting to technically belong, and you said no.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I was the one who said no, that these aren't my girls. That's very astute.
But I think that's probably because you, as you said, you knew they weren't your girls. But it's funny that you start to fit in.
Yeah.
And maybe you're so sure you're fitting in with maybe not the right crowd for you that...
You know what I think this crowd was?
The wrong crowd.
My convenience girls.
Ah, so it's the same for relationships and friendships.
I think for sure. I was like, I need to find a group. I need to find people to live with. These people are nice. They'll do.
So I have often talked about, and I don't know if I'll talk about this in my journals ever. We shall see. But your situational friends. So kind of like what you just said, kind of like a convenience.
Kind of like us.
What, that we're only situational friends.
friends.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
20 years of situational friendship.
Yeah.
Pretty
Just
classic.
suddenly woke up and thought, oh, God, that
There she is
situation's
still.
gone on
The
too
situation is
long.
lasting and lasting.
But anyway, we digress. So situational friends are the ones that you are quite literally friends with because you're in the same situation. So whether that's you're starting at university or you're moving abroad or I can't think of another example. But do you get what I mean?
I do. And also I think that applies to life phases too. It's not even situation. I think you can be situational friends because you both want to go out and party when you're 22. And then you can realise that once the partying stops, there's not much that you have in common. And that's okay. And I have a lot of... And you'll probably, I imagine, also have a lot of situational friends when you're moving around a lot. Because you need friends for different things when you're new somewhere.
Yeah.
And to when you've been there for a while and you're established. I think these poor gals probably were situational friends.
You haven't found your gals.
Hadn't found my gals. I'll carry on.
Please do.
In conclusion, it's so conclusive. There's so many conclusions. Every diary entry really just has a conclusion. In conclusion, I've been writing in this diary for just over a year and feel like I still haven't quite mastered putting feelings on the page. Problem 1 being that I don't really understand them, and problem 2 being that I can't really find the right words. I will keep trying, and maybe by the end of my second diary, I will have cracked it, and it will prove very interesting to read. Having just spent the last 3 episodes reading some pretty deep feelings, I do think I have put some feelings on the page.
I wonder what you were trying to do if it's not what you have
what
been
I'm
doing
here. What more? I'm interested in that too.
But again, is that just the main voice in your head?
Yeah,
that
even I
just
can't
wants
even journal right, is what my voice is saying.
I think you've journaled beautifully.
Thank you, Jess. And looking back, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of surmising.
Documenting your...
But then also referencing that it will be interesting to read for who, perhaps.
Maybe you
Maybe
knew.
I knew. For now, farewell, dear reader.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, farewell, dear reader. Don't be too depressed by my shitty, if not fun and exciting-ish life. XOXO. And then I've done a little signature.
I think you knew these were going to be...
I'm certainly not writing it for me.
That's so interesting.
Farewell, dear reader.
Do you think maybe you thought you'd become...
There's still time, Jeff. There's still time.
Some kind of a famous... Oh, gosh, there it goes again.
So sorry. So sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. I don't know. I think it goes back to why I was journaling in the first place, which I think probably I had read a book or seen a show about someone journaling. And so in my mind, the way you journaled was very much like a performance thing.
Like you said earlier on in a previous episode, I think. It's a bit romantic and it's... What did you say the other day about your Jane Eyre meets someone else?
It's, well, Victorian... I am but a Victorian woman on bed rest.
Yeah.
When I journal.
Yeah.
And you are, the sassy...
I wouldn't call
Dolly
these
Alderton.
pages sassy.
I think they're pretty bubbly.
Bubbly.
I don't know, you can't say that do better and step up and grow up isn't sassy. That's sassy.
Actually, yeah. Yeah.
I think you're growing into your sassy self, for sure.
Yep. I'm excited to, as I said, to revisit these pages.
Me too.
Some more.
Me too. So I would say my takeaways from my entry there, is that belonging is a process that doesn't happen overnight.
Absolutely.
Can happen overnight for some people.
Yeah, but is it going to be real? I don't know.
Yeah.
Situationships.
Situationships.
Sometimes you, yeah.
But I think you do then also have that instant connection and that instant click. I also think, and we'll get into this in the following pages of my book, I think I was struggling with belonging so much because I was very much in the closet, and I don't think I was then able to connect with people because I wasn't being
Your authentic
my
self.
authentic self.
Do we get to that in the journals?
Of course. Yes.
God, I can't wait for that.
I don't
Maybe
think I
because
really
don't
talk
think
about
we've
it.
ever spoken
No.
about it properly, so
I
I wonder
think
what the journal knows.
there's certain things that I've never really written on paper because it's too scary, and I think I never really wrote about being gay until like years after I was out. Maybe a year after I was
Very
out.
interesting.
Because I was so scared that writing it down made it real.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think when it comes to deepest fears, like I don't even write those in my journal.
So I think that is a very good point. We've talked about the fact that these are the uncensored pages, and they are. But both of us, I think, at times have maybe not put everything in there because it is that slight fear of who might one day read this.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even know if I was worried about even people reading it. I was worried about writing it down made it real, and because I was still trying for it not, especially coming out and being gay. I didn't want to be gay, so I didn't want to acknowledge the feelings. And I think those are the most harmful feelings. Like everything in my journal, I was happy to write down, which means I was in some way processing it and dealing with it. It's the thoughts and feelings I wasn't putting in the journal that are the most insidious. And I don't really think I talk about being gay until I'm out of uni and in a relationship with a woman, which is sad. But that is also absolutely causing all of my issues and depressions and angst, I would say.
Well, you probably didn't really know, or maybe you did know yourself, but you weren't ready to.
I don't really remember what was going on. I can't really remember. I think it was so inaccessible to me that I hadn't even really thought that it was possible, which is probably another reason why I'd never written it down, because I'd never really let myself think about it. I promise that one day we'll be reading happy journal entries for me. I am a happy person.
Yes.
Yes. I feel like we're gonna read my travel journals next because those are fun, and because we're obviously at the end.
I want to stick chronologically though. What?
We're at the end of this one, Jess. I told you. Farewell, dear reader.
But where do we go after this?
It might be up there. I'll have to have a look.
Definitely, we can't go back in time. We've got to keep going forwards.
No, we won't. We're not going back in time.
Okay,
we're going forwards. We'll find my next one.
All right, well,
it's up there somewhere.
It's up there somewhere. We'll have a look.
Any other closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts.
Step up and grow up.
No, that's my journal entries. Closing thoughts for sure. For you, gosh, I just want you to belong.
I get there.
Yeah.
I get there in third year. I hope that I have lots of entries from third year, because that's when I absolutely start to belong in quite an awful way.
Oh, gosh.
It really does a 180, because with belonging comes an entitlement and an arrogance that
nobody likes.
But I loved it. It felt good at the time. Wonderful. All right. Well,
goodbye, reader.
It was farewell. Farewell, dear reader.
Farewell, dear reader.
Dear reader, obviously, please, dear listeners, please send in your thoughts and feelings to bigsmallfeelingspodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
And, absolutely just fucking step up and grow up.
Yeah, let that be a message to everyone out there.
All right, then.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.